So today I thought we'd talk a little bit about some muscles that have been interesting me at the moment, and they're the muscles at the back of the shoulder. So you've got the posterior or rear delt that some people call it, actually called the scapulospinal part of the deltoid. And then you've also got four other muscles that I'm interested in today. So that's the infraspinatus muscle, the teres minor muscle, the teres major muscle, and the rhomboid major muscle. So let's have a think about what those muscles are going to be doing. So first up, we've got the spinal part of the deltoid, which does lateral rotation of the arm. And then you've got shoulder extension and hyperextension. And then you've got shoulder transverse abduction. Next, we've got the infraspinatus, and that does arm lateral rotation and shoulder transverse abduction again. The teres minor is only going to help out with one thing on its own, and that's going to be arm lateral rotation. The teres major will do shoulder extension and hyperextension. It's also going to help out with shoulder abduction, but it's the only one that does arm medial rotation. The last one that we're going to be looking at is the rhomboid major, which does shoulder retraction. Now, the reason that these have been on my mind a little bit recently is that the way that people tend to work out the upper back and rear delt is different to what the anatomy says in some cases. So for the rear delt, a lot of people are going to be doing cable flies that come back. Now, if you are going to do that, it doesn't really work the rear delts optimally, but if you are going to do it that way, I'd suggest doing a rotation of your arm, not just your wrist, a rotation of your entire arm as you pull it back, and that's going to help it out. The last thing that I would also add to doing that would also be retracting your scapula. So pulling your scapula back as you do that, because that's going to be working your rhomboid as well. In that case, you get a bit of rhomboid activation. So rather than just pulling it back like most people do, you're also going to be pulling back, rotating your arm and pushing back your scapulae, and then you get 3 for the price of 1. But there is a couple of different exercises for your rear delt that are perhaps a little bit more optimal. So the first one is going to be extensions at the back. So you're going to bend over and keep a straight back as if you're doing an RDL, and then you're going to extend your arms behind your back using either a bar or you can use cables, whatever feels best for you. The last one is an exercise that I saw Jeff Nippard do, and I gave it a go recently and I thought it was really good, and I thought it puts the shoulder in a more optimal position for working it out. So you're going to kneel on a bench and you're going to rest your hand on the head of the bench, and then you're going to pull a cable starting all the way across, so in front of your chest, and that's going to be coming from the most stretched out place of the rear delt, and then you're going to pull all the way across your body without moving your elbow, because if you move your elbow like this, then that's going to be activating the tricep rather than the rear delt. And so you're going to keep a straight arm and go all the way across your body, and if you give that a go, I promise you will feel it burn. You'll feel your rear delt burn unlike you've ever felt before. So it's definitely worth giving a go, and let me know if you have any tips, ways that it can be done better. And let me know if there's any topics that you want me to cover. But that's a little short video, and I thought I could help some people out a little bit. And yeah, good luck with your sessions.